Hello viewers, I'm SB, and welcome back to Civilization 6 Rise and Fall. Before we really get started here, I want to take a moment and observe the state of the world, try to figure some things out. So, we are, we are 17 to 37 turns from the end of the era. What determines where in this window the era change falls over is, I believe, the social and technological progress of the players. If somebody, when we hit 7 turns from now, if somebody is already past the medieval era with technologies or civics, then it'll immediately go, okay, 10 turns left. So, my suspicion is that we have 17 turns left in this era, due to the fact that Korea is in the game, and I'm sure that their tech is advanced beyond medieval already. So, we actually have a pretty limited time to try to earn our Golden Age. Also, this is interesting. Korea's in a Dark Age, and Georgia's in a Golden Age. Okay, so this city's going to flip due to Georgia's Golden Age. So I'm like really worried about Georgia. They're large, they seem to be doing quite well. They have a religion, they're spreading it. I'm thinking we maybe need to... I was going to try to wait until this mosque was done. I was going to try to wait until Moksha had his apostles get extra promotions thing to expand. But, first of all, the fact that our age is coming to an end probably sooner than I would like. And secondly, the fact that these barbarians are going to go nuts on us in a second, and I'm afraid they're going to pillage everything, means that I'm going to buy a bunch of religious units now, even before we're totally ready to, because I think we may not have time to wait. So I'm going to buy another pair of missionaries here. And we're just going to get really aggressive on spreading our religion into the Zulu. We have to generate 15 points. Each city flipped is 2. So Madurai will flip, we can flip Calcutta. And then there's 3 cities here, so that's 10 total points. We just have to get 5 points from other sources. If we could blow up this camp, that would certainly help. I don't know that we'll have time. So here's the thing, right? I'm building stuff that matters in all these cities. We don't really have time to produce military units. We also don't have any military tech, but we're working on it. So in 2 turns, we'll be able to purchase an archer or 2, and if the scout hasn't alerted the barbarian camp to our presence yet, because, I don't know, he paths over here or something, then we might be okay, but my suspicion is that that is not how things are going to work out. We may have to fight a lot of barbarians. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It's not the worst thing. Now, how do I want to do this? Well, like I said, I think it's best to try to convert the outside of the empire and then let pressure from both directions push in. Madurai is going to flip, and that's going to make it easier to flip his stuff because we'll have redoubled pressure from this side. So we could try to flip this city. Yeah, try something like this. Maybe that wasn't that smart. I guess he has to move 2 spaces. I don't think they can move and attack. I think they have to have a movement point left to kill your unit. But you should probably go this way. Alright, I think we want to maybe scout around Georgia a little bit more. The odds that we're at this point going to discover a bunch of stuff that nobody else has discovered are very, very small. The only place I would expect that to happen is somewhere that's completely surrounded by deep water, which we do have the tech for. If I'm wrong and we get just a little bit of extra time, or if we're able to speed up the Colossus, that could be very helpful to us as a source of era score. In addition to, just being a great wonder. Okay, she's mad at us because we don't have any walls. Believe me, I'm somewhat regretting that decision now.
May the forces of evil become confused.
Okay, what does it take to buy an archer? Do it next turn. Unfortunately, he is now aware of us, so he'll walk back to the camp and tell them next turn, and then the spawns. Then the spawns shall begin in earnest. We're going to manually pilot this guy. Okay. We've met Babylon. 46 city strength with a wall. Hey, that one might actually survive for a little while. Plus science from each great work of writing and relic and artifact. This is a cool one. I see no reason not to dump all 3 of our envoys. We totally have a library in the capital. This is just +4 science, and we don't have any other use for these envoys. We might someday be able to wrangle suzerainship of that city-state, but also I kind of don't care. We're not going to have a lot of great works. We are focused in other directions. Oh. Okay. So here's the thing. Gilgamesh... Also, geez, hold on. Look at the size of that dude's fingers. I don't want to be gross here or anything, but I believe it is literally impossible for this man to pick his nose. Anyway, Gilgamesh is the friendliest AI. Yep, there it is. I thought we might have one turn before the spawning started. This is gonna hurt. So they're able to spawn horsemen because there is an unowned horse tile within 5 spaces of the city. That sucks that we never expanded out to grab that. I could buy it now and stop them from spawning future horses, I believe, but they'll just spawn swordsmen instead, which isn't actually very different for us. Let's buy the archer. Not ideal. I'm going to stand right here. I was going to say we'll see if we can steal this kill, but I don't think that's going to happen. Georgia's got knights, man. I kind of think that we might have to destroy Georgia. That might be a thing that happens here. What do I want to build in Madurai? Here's the thing. I think we're very, very likely to lose all of our trade routes. This camp is going to spawn like 4 or 6 horse units, 1 a turn, for the next 4 or 6 turns. And they're just going to run all over the place and pillage everything, and every one of my trade units goes to the capital. Making an extra archer probably won't be that helpful, because he'll just get killed by horsemen. This archer's fine because he can stay inside the city while doing his job, but... I mean, honestly, maybe it's just a granary, and this isn't super relevant to the thing we're doing right now, but... I don't think there's anything that Madurai can do that would be super relevant to the situation. So, Gilgamesh is the friendliest empire. If you, on the turn that you meet Gilgamesh, offer a declaration of friendship, he will almost always say yes. Bam, we just made a friend. I do not have gold to send you a delegation, but I will eventually. Alright, we're 2 turns off of being able to build a Varu. See, look at that. Look how friendly he is. Right, so here comes the pillaging of the holy site. This is why I wanted to buy a bunch of military units, or a bunch of religious units right away, because I was afraid we were going to lose our ability to do so. Oh no, Ulundi converted. That's not great, actually. That's really not great. That's going to be tough for us to deal with. Oh, I really hope we don't miss the golden age. Okay, Madurai also converted, though, so we got that pressure going for us. I wonder if we have enough religious units here to bomb it with spread religion charges.
No hour of life is waste. People who cannot find time.
Okay, we're getting pillaged. It looks like he's building the Colossus too, man. Well, we've got quite a head start on him, but I bet he has more production than we do. Well, our mosque will finish building at least. Oh, right, I have to go around because all the coast over here is cliff. Actually, pretty awkward. Yeah, I would expect that the Zulu have more production than we do, just because they're an AI on deity, and the game is not. We're not late enough in the game to have overtaken them on that. But also on top of it, of course, they're going to have encampments everywhere because they're Zulu. Well, we really don't want his holy site being Eastern Orthodox. What is next for us? Probably accelerated science, because we may have to play a little bit of military catch-up here to deal with Georgia. Yeah, alright, I think that's reasonable. Yes, your embassy is a welcome addition. That embassy comes with a little bit of a gold payout, which we may need. Judging by how little damage we're dealing here. Ugh, and they're sieging the city. You know, if they start attacking the city in earnest with horsemen, that would actually be really bad for us. Like, really bad for us. What does it cost to buy a Varu? 480. Do we have anything that we could trade? Trade these horses. He has enough horses. We don't have any extra luxuries, but we could trade one of our not extra luxuries. No, he has coffee already. He's at war with almost everybody. Gilgamesh, you're killing me. Alright, well, barbarians sometimes attack your cities and sometimes don't. I think they prefer to pillage if they can. Yeah, they're focused on pillaging. And they did kill our trade route. And yep, era's gonna end. I think this might have been the very earliest moment it was possible for it to end. So we have potentially up to 8 more points of era score from our dedication. That's not enough. Shoot, we're going to miss our heroic age. Hey, it's not the end of the world. We got good value out of this dark age by being able to run that trade route policy the whole time. But obviously, it's disappointing. So I think we gotta really put as many charges as we can into Ulundi. Got to get converted. What's the state of the religion here? Oh my god. It is so hard to click on particular parts of the city information tiles when all of the units are in front of them. So we're down to 1. Man. She didn't convert non-religious citizens to her religion. She converted our religious citizens to her religion. That sucks. Well, okay, so we're not even going to be able to convert all of his cities then. It's going to take a lot of our charges just to flip Ulundi. We have to do it, though. We can't... we at the very least have to flip it back to neutral. Oh. We lost on the Colossus. So did he. Somebody else built it. Korea built it. Man, I would love to have a game with didn't have Korea in it. All throwing off the grading curve. Wow, that's a lot of barbarians. Alright, so what are we going to build here? We have a lot of refunded production, allowing us to rush some stuff out. Hey, actually, that's a pretty good idea. Yeah, we'll make a Varu. Varu are good against horsemen. And the Varu will give us 4 era score when it completes. Okay. And he just founded a new city with 1 citizen in it. Which will actually, I bet we don't even have to touch this. I bet it will flip due to natural pressure from our 2 cities, especially since one of them is putting out 2 cities worth of pressure. So wait a second. 4 turns. Alright. Varu puts us at 39. And we have to get to 45 from there, so we have to flip 3 cities. So maybe I don't bother with Ulundi. Maybe we turn around and start dumping pressure on these. You know what? I might have enough charges to neutralize Ulundi and go and flip Nobamba, and then pressure might be enough to get these ones. We do need to make sure Calcutta flips before the end of end of the era, which it currently is not on pace to. We could buy a missionary here. We can't buy missionaries here, by the way, because the district is occupied, so you can't use it. And in addition, I'm trying really hard to just select the city. In addition, I bet, yeah, the whole site is pillaged. But we have the faith to buy a missionary here, right? Okay. We're on the clock a little bit here, but I think we might still be able to do this, actually. It would be nice. Okay, so Georgia is very large, is what I'm learning. It's about to be larger. So you're going to take Zanzibar. Yeah, I'm going to flip to him. All right, we do need to neutralize Alundi. That's important. So in order to be the dominant religion, we would have to get to 8. After this action, the city will have 5 followers. No, I think we have to fall back, ignore Ulundi now, and try to convert these cities that have fewer total people in them. Okay, we might still be able to do this. Awesome. Okay, so now Nobamba is radiating pressure. Jesus Christ. Okay, I thought it was like 4 to 6 barbarians. Maybe it's just they spawn 1 every turn until you manage to kill the camp. Because this is a lot. What was that city-state's quest? What did they give us? Train a bombard. Well, alright, that's... I'm not saying it won't happen, but it's distant. Yeah, this is a bummer. We could make another Varu. We could purchase an archer. We have to move an archer out of the city to do that, though, and that archer would just get mobbed by horsemen. We make another archer? I might be making another Varu. It'll take forever, though. God, I wish our trade routes were still functional. I guess it's make another archer. No, that can't be right. Because I would just buy the archer, right? We could buy an archer in Madurai, I guess, and then, like, yeah, okay, I think that's what it is. Buy an archer in Madurai, try to just be careful with it. And here, I don't work on infrastructure, I guess. We're about to hit our housing soft cap. Yeah, there's nothing we're going to be able to build in this city that's... I'm hoping that we won't need to, make another Varu. I think 1 Varu backed up by a bunch of archers should be able to handle it. I do want to mention, although Barbarian horsemen are, horsemen, and as such, terrifying, Barbarian horse archers are terrible units. They're basically sliggers that have 4 movement speed. I am not afraid of these at all. Okay, so let's figure out what the religious pressure situation is here. We have plus 10 strength to that. I'm not getting the converts in X turns dialogue, which I would really like, please. That's the whole reason I pressed this. So we have 340 pressure. Lisbon actually only needs 1 more citizen to flip. I'm wondering if we can just ignore Lisbon and Ndwengu. I think they'll flip in 8 turns. I think they'll flip naturally. So maybe we do go to Ulundi now. I was expecting this to take a little bit more effort, to be honest with you. Three more pillages. Great. So yeah, we do not have to worry about the horsemen archers at all. We're only concerned with the real horsemen. So we're getting a conversion time dialogue on this city. Yeah, we just have to hurry this along. I think we might be okay here. You still have 2 spreads. If we push Delundi, it'd be very helpful to us. We're going to go to 41. I do need 3 cities to flip. Calcutta's one of them. Lisbon is one of them. If we could get Ulundi, that would be pretty great. I think the right play is really pressure Ulundi. It's also a little bit more valuable to us than any of his other cities are, because it gives us a little bit of religious pressure out into the world. Yep, barbarians. Many hundreds of barbarians. We can't fire at them from the city. I need to distract them at least a little bit here. I don't think he should die. Okay, so that flips that city. Navarro finishes next turn. Uh-oh. Oh, well, we're in some trouble over here. What are you going to do? We can make the government plaza here. No, I really do want to make it in the capital, I think. Because we could start working on rebuilding our trade network. Do I think that we're going to have... Yeah, I think we'll have things considerably more under control in 7 turns. Maybe not completely, but more. Wow. Okay, apparently me ever touching water was the bat signal. The Barbarian quadrireme signal. Okay, we flipped it. That's awesome. So where are we at on pressure? This has got to flip. Nodwengu, 1 citizen flipped to our religion as the 2nd citizen was born, which is bad. Step back in here and fire on you. Really? You couldn't kill that guy from 30 health? Well, unfortunately... Okay, if either one of these flips were good, this city getting a 2nd citizen the same turn that one of the citizens joined our religion is a real bummer. Alright. I have faith in my ability to resolve the barbarian crisis. We need our trade routes back. It is especially a bummer to lose trade routes during the Dark Age. Okay, we can get far enough from the water here. Oh hey, the famous Sumerian city of Toronto. Okay, we can force Lisbon. We're good, we made it. Our entire empire's on fire, but we're going to have our heroic age. Ooh, that's not great. We need walls. Yes, I am slightly afraid, yes. Thank you. He appreciates me saying so. He works really hard to terrify people. Oh. Oh, meeting Norway got us a bunch of era score because they're the final civ. And then Lisbon did flip, due to pressure. Cool, man. Alright, well. So there's our golden age. And we're working on it. We're getting there. Alright, let's swap positions here and take the promotion because I do want my Varu to be able to start doing violence this turn. As you can see, Baru pretty okay against horsemen. And for real, the horsemen, the Barbarian horse archers are terrible units. I'm not worried about these at all. Alright. Do a little bit of scouting with our religious units. You need to heal up. Okay, so we have a nice little stronghold of our religion now. Spreading into the mainland is going to be tough. I think you should probably just come back and use your last charge on Ulundi then if we don't need you to flip Lisbon. Let's try to solidify it a little bit. It's gonna be tough to hold on to. It's gonna be slippery. Somebody's taking Zanzibar by force. I assume Korea? Because Georgia could just wait. Although, I don't know for sure that the AI thinks that way. Oh, that's right. We can cross deep water now. Alright, all the dangerous barbarians are dead. I think this is the time to start repairing our holy site. I feel like some AI is building a wonder basically every turn. Definitely fallen behind a little bit. Yeah. We have different governments. Let me guess, because he has a tier 3 government already. Surely you cannot believe in nothing. What are you talking about? First of all, my entire country has religion. And secondly, your entire country has my religion. I don't know what Shaka is on. Dude is not paying attention to reality. Yes, as you can see. It's like a slinger on a horse. It's not dangerous. Yeah, so Ulundi flipped out of our religion, just due to pressure. Oh, or due to this apostle. Well, that's dangerous. If the apostle gets on land and attacks us, apostles have a much higher religious combat strength. Sorry, I say much higher. It's 10 higher, but that's bad for us still. And also, this apostle will have bonus combat strength due to the difficulty level. So I'm going to dump, not because I think we can hold Ulundi against the apostle's charges, but because I need this unit not to be here anymore. Because if we lose in theological combat, it will have severely negative effects for us. Oh, whoever took Zanzibar liberated it. That's nice. I do have an envoy, don't I? I do, but somehow I've not met Zanzibar? Maybe because I haven't met them since they were liberated, I guess? So, I'm not going to go up on land with this guy. You know, maybe you just explore into the deep water a little bit. We gotta wait for the apostle, basically, to be finished with its business before it's safe for us to go over there. Alright, so it looks like the ferocity of the barbarian attack is dying down. I think we're recovered from this barbarian attack. I think we're gonna get to clear the camp at the beginning of the next era. So that's some era score for us.
Invincibility lies in the...
Alright. My friendship with Shaka will have to be renewed. Hey, Shaka. Do you still want to be friends? Of course! Proven myself a true friend. I would agree with that assessment. Okay, civil service is up next, so we can soon start to form alliances. We're definitely taking a promotion on our governor here. It's going to be Grand Inquisitor. Unfortunately, Grand Inquisitor is not going to be super valuable for him, given that we are very far away from the site of all religious combat, which is to say, the Zulu nation. But we need Patron Saint, and these are all good. We have to get a city that's a little bit more aggressively placed, is all. I mean, we could found something over here, and then place him here so that city is radiating religious pressure, and then we could use this as sort of the staging ground. Shaka won't love it, but I don't think he'll kill us over it. I don't think he'll kill us over it. No, I don't feel certain of that. That might be a thing that's worth doing. Oh, let's make our dedications. So, we made our heroic age. +2 movement for all builders. May purchase civilian units with faith. Builders and settlers are 30% cheaper to purchase, whether by faith or by gold. +2 movement for all missionaries, apostles, and inquisitors. Newly trained ones get 2 charges. We are definitely taking that. +3 starting population for cities settled on a different continent than your first city. Movement for naval embarked units. Oh, sorry, +2 movement. +2 loyalty per turn for cities not on your original continent. Or your traders cannot be plundered. International trade routes provide extra gold. Okay. Hold on. This is all one continent, right? Continent lens. There we go. In fact, we have never seen a tile that is not part of Avalonia. I was going to say, if there was a continent break somewhere and this city would be on a different continent, that would be pretty neat, but I guess we don't need this one then. I mean, we could take this and just try to use our ocean exploring ability to found some far-flung cities. Yeah, I think we'll skip reform the coinage. Your traders cannot be plundered is cool, but once we get these barbarians under control... let's go this way. This can be a time of expansion for us. Alright, like I said, we gotta dump... Wow. Okay, double apostles. Yeah, we gotta dump just to get out of there so that we can't get theological combated. The best way to win that fight is not to participate in it. We're going to need a builder up here pretty soon. How much does it cost to buy one? Okay. Then we buy it in Liang City, obviously. What do we do now? Honestly, this isn't bad. +2 gold from all trade routes will be okay. We actually have had colonization slotted all this time, but a lot of that's because we just don't have a lot of good policies available to us. +1 housing in cities with 2 specialty districts is probably better than 1 production at this point. Although honestly, the production towards settlers thing is actually probably going to be relevant. Wow, there's a big difference between going to be and is, though, right? Okay. Huh. I'm your biggest and most important fan. What on earth is her second agenda? Okay. The pikeman's coming forward, which is not totally great for us, given that the Varu is sort of our source of might. So let's focus the archers on that for the moment. The Varu can run down lots and lots of those guys. So you have 4 charges. We should do a couple of improvements, and then when we get down to 1 charge, run up and do repairs. So yeah, let's start with getting another copy of coffee that we can trade to people. Oh, this is an interesting landmass. We can put a city down here. Oh, it's actually, it's the same landmass we're currently on. Yeah, that might not be a bad place to go. Let's see. We should definitely get our campus going. I want to get my temple back online. 4 faith is considerable. 4 turns seems a little bit crazy for a repair, though. Well, we need it. In 2 turns, we'll be able to build our government plaza. Be able to pursue our bonuses for Moksha. Okay, see, now he thinks we're pious enough. Yeah, those apostles are going to do a lot of damage here. That's alright, we're going to work it out. Okay, so there's some downsides to this landmass. It's covered with barbarian swordsmen. It's a problem. I'm pretty sure these are safe now. Don't think we're in a lot of danger of losing them. So one more turn until we can... Oh, the temple repairs are halted because now there's a unit on the space. And of course, he's going to repillage it. Well, we'll repair this, I guess. Now that things have calmed down a little bit, another trade route capacity would be lovely. What are we going to do with you? We should probably build another district. There's not a great location for a holy site. We could put down a campus instead. We actually have 2 district slots available in the city by population, so... we're also soft capped on housing, though. Alright, Patna has hit 10 population. Finish you off. I think I would rather get these guys out of my holy site than take my upgrade here, or take my promotion. So we will come back and push some religious pressure over here in a minute. I want to make sure that those Georgian religious units are out of there first, though. I do want to finish repairing my temple. We'll start the government plaza next turn. And I'm pretty sure this Varu is still way too healthy for the horse archer to kill. I don't know why you would want that, but I don't trust it. I don't need your 10 gold that badly. Oh, damn it, Gilgamesh took this tile and pushed us out of his territory. And if we move to here, we still probably die. Hey, Gilgamesh. Could we, by any chance, do the open borders thing? Back in the border. I'm just trying to heal up, man. Oh, hey, another city-state. Alright, plus 2 more science. I'll take that. We have 2 charges left. Yeah, a stepwell here is not bad, because it's adjacent to that farm. Or it will be in a second. Alright, and now this guy just does repairs. Alright, I don't think barding is great necessarily, but I do think route is pretty good. So we'll build toward route here. Alright, and that provides +1 adjacency bonus to each of these districts, so we'll get an extra faith and an extra science out of it. I think things are getting under control. So in 8 turns we'll have another promotion for Moksha. Is there a way I can get him another... No, there's not a way I can get him another quick title. So that being the case, it might not be worth it to wait any longer to buy our next religious unit or 2. Like, what we need to do is we need to get a couple of apostles, preferably ones that have combat bonuses. And we need to kind of hang out over here and defeat Georgian religious units as they come in. Because defeating... Okay, so the way theological combat works is we'll, mash together. It's melee combat. The units, theological strength is compared. It's just like normal combat. The difference between your theological strengths determines how much damage is dealt. But if a unit is defeated in theological combat, it reduces the amount of that unit's religion that is within all cities, I believe within 10 tiles, and significantly increases the amount of the aggressor's religion, or the amount of the winning unit's religion in all of those cities as well. It's a very, very powerful way to spread your religion. It is the better way to do it, certainly, better than hitting spread. We just needed to use spread to make sure we got our heroic age. Alright, everybody everywhere is always at war. Tamar has declared on Gilgamesh. No, not my Gilgamesh.
This is in a craft where...
Okay. Dealt with. Finally. It would be really cool if you would just heal. Well, I mean, we could convert the cities down here. We don't necessarily have to let her have these. Who's Sikhism? Is that Gilgamesh's religion? Yeah. Could be tricky. There's a lot of Eastern Orthodoxy out there. And Protestantism as well. Which I guess must be Harald? Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't have a comprehensive plan here. So what we have to try to aim to do is convert enemy cities that have holy sites. That's like our major priority. They can't fight back if they don't have their holy sites because they can no longer buy units that are of their religion. So we need to make sure that we are weakening their holy sites. Converting the city-states is not necessarily super valuable to us. You step up here and just keep scouting. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about these random city-states. Okay. Things got a little ugly there. Can we just not let her envoys into the gates anymore? I don't want to hear from Tamar anymore. Oh, it's too late in the game for us to get bonuses for clearing barbarian camps. That's a shame. That was going to be a good one, too, because it was so close to our city. Alright, the library's still on fire. Has been for hundreds of years at this point. Well, these things happen. We're going to go scouting. We can cross deep water. We need to try to find some cool islands to settle on. And I think I'm gonna try this thing here. So we need to make some settlers. We need to buy some religious units. We need to make some settlers. Man, we got to do a lot of stuff. So his agenda is that he likes people who have strong navies, which is kind of interesting because a lot of the warmonger, or at least some of the warmonger guys, don't like it if you have the thing that counters their military. Like Genghis Khan will get mad at you if you have a functional cavalry. We finally expanded over the dies. So that's what we'll do with that last builder charge. I guess Amaksha needs 2 more promotions before... Yeah, okay. How much time do we have left? 33 to 53 turns. Alright, after we build the government plaza, he'll get 1 of the promotions. Then, after we build the first building in the government plaza, he'll get the other. And then we start buying our apostles, when we can make very powerful apostles that we have a lot of control over the abilities of. Because the apostle promotion system is a little bit strange. Let's see here. Patna goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually, if I build an industrial zone here from Calcutta, it will affect all 3 of the cities. Well, the factory and later buildings in it will affect all 3 of the cities. That's not bad, actually. And it won't be a terribly weak one either. There's a hill here, and there's already a quarry there. That's not bad. But maybe we need to focus on technology or more faith. My problem with building a faith holy site in Calcutta is that it's going to be a pretty weak one. We don't really have anywhere that we can build it that's going to get any free faith. And we will need an industrial zone. So why don't we borrow this space from Madurai? Okay. Things are calming down a little bit. Now, hopefully we are competing on an axis that a lot of the players are not. Okay, here's a new landmass. So, like, Tamar is obviously going to be a huge pain, but I think we shouldn't be receiving too much resistance from several of the other players on this religion stuff. And certainly not from Korea or the Zulu. What does it cost to buy a settler? Probably pretty expensive. $390. You know, it's not that expensive because we don't have that many cities. That may be the way we want to get our settler. Because when we finish the lighthouse here, it's probably going to be to our benefit to immediately build the trade unit that goes along with it. Oh, he settled in that place I was going to settle in. Except he did it wrong. He did a bad job. Well, we do still need to find some other land masses to settle on. 3 cities is not going to work. That's bad. Ah, they pillaged a lot. There was a lot to pillage.
The taxpayer. That's someone who works for the federal government, but doesn't...
My missionary was destroyed by a barbarian quadrireme. Bummer, man. Alright, I think the Varu probably sticks around. We'll put the Varu in Madurai so that it's in a position to respond to either side of the Empire. But I don't wanna be completely without troops in case of barbarians again. Yeah, I hate the fact that the AI never deal with barbarians. The barbarians don't bother them as much as they bother us, it seems like. They're comfortable just keeping barbarian camps alive and nearby and eternally spawning naval units. I was gonna say, I'm gonna circumnavigate the globe before I see another shallow water tile, aren't I? Is the building of the government plaza worth era score? I'm not even sure. It is not. We have a great person point. Oh, it's a great admiral. Well, that's not a very good one. Pass. We'll see if one comes up that's maybe a little bit more relevant to us. Hey, look, we found a new continent. Okay. That's not much of an island. Do I want to move this trade route? No, I think it's important to keep pushing to get the industrial zone finished, I guess. Yeah. It's a little bit of a bummer that we didn't get that city spot because, like I said, this is where I wanted to station our cardinal. I wanted to have a forward base in the religious war. We could maybe found something actually on this landmass, here. No, that's too close to Zanzibar. I might have to overwrite one of these resources, but it would be really nice to have a forward base. Plus production towards settlers. New cities receive a free builder. That might be a good way to go. So we plan to expand a little bit here. Capturing enemy cities is not really our deal. And I'm really more focused on building up small numbers of governors than doing this. Let's go for an ancestral hall. Let's go for fixing our library, and then the Ancestral Hall. Yeah, it's going to take a lot longer than I was hoping. Yes, I really need that title. Well, I mean, this wouldn't be a bad place to put a city. Oh good, Barbarian caravels. Ugh. So do we want to come settle this? Honestly, like, it doesn't help us that much. We kind of need to be focused on religious pressure. We could establish a city over here somewhere. Like, I need to put a city down in a place where it's going to be able to produce pressure that's meaningful. Is almost healed enough to walk around again. Man, the rate of growth in his cities is a pretty good thing for us. We are gaining religious citizens at quite a rate here. So we're at 390. Okay, we don't have to make our decision just yet. Let's keep scouting. Okay, everything is finally fixed. Let's go get ourselves a new luxury. I'm really surprised. No on this. I'm about to have dies myself. But can we maybe get like a lot more money out of you? Yes, we can. Boy, she sure has a lot of cash. We should develop walls. At some point, that's the thing that should happen. Oh, hey, a city-state. Possibly a city-state that nobody else has seen. I put him on alert mode, which fortifies until they see an enemy unit. And then he woke up because he saw a caravel that he has no way of interacting with, which is kind of annoying. Hey, Norway, you maybe want to help us out here a little bit? So we've met Laventa. Your builders can now make colossal head improvements. My suspicion is that's not a thing I care about. Let's verify, though. +2 faith, +1 faith for every 2 adjacent rainforest and woods. Yeah, that's not very good. When you get to humanism, they gain a culture. Well, we could put a couple envoys in with them and get some extra faith output. Okay, so while we're talking about religion, this might be a good moment. Oh my god. It's going to take us a year to make a caravel here. Or, in the game's timescale, several hundred years. We probably ought to do other stuff. Make me a mosque? We need production in this city, is what we need. Huh, how are we going to do that? I guess we're not, is the answer. I guess start working on your mosque? Work on this. As soon as this guy's out of here, we can go back to trying to build our trader. Unfortunately, the lighthouse being pillaged prevents us from having the slot for it. Oh, right, I was going to say, while we're talking about religion, though, we should check out the religious lens and see if we're getting any Dharma bonuses yet. This is very annoying. He's out of stuff to pillage in that district, though, so maybe he will move on. Friends forever. Regardless of whether that's actually a good idea or not. Also, we did complete civil service, so... Is civil service the name of that thing? Yes. We should probably pursue alliances, because those are pretty useful. But, first, religion lens. So no, we have no other religions present in our cities at all. Not super shocking, given the landscape here. I kind of can't believe that this city is still plus Eastern Orthodoxy. I would think that the amount of turtle pressure it's receiving would be having, I don't know, any effect at all. Alright, hey Shaka. We'll be bros forever. What are the effects of the economic alliance? Okay, we can't see anything beyond level 1. We actually don't want a religious alliance. I want to be exerting religious pressure on his stuff. A cultural alliance would make it more possible for us to settle near him. Let's see if he'll do that. Okay. So we can just be we can be buddies on this landmass. I could come down here and like we could settle here, I guess. That would let me get a pretty good harbor out of it. More copies of pearls and just more bodies, you know. And I'd actually be able to build an okay holy site thanks to the mountains. Yeah, maybe that's where we should put our initial settler here. Kind of want to wait until the Ancestral Hall is done to actually settle, but we can buy the settler now. This is the time, though, for settling on new landmasses. So I guess maybe we ship this guy off to Fidget Spinner Island. Alright, do you want to have a religion or an alliance of some kind? I don't know what. I guess that might draw me into some wars. Probably fine, though. Nobody's actually going to make war with me. It's very inconvenient. We still haven't seen what you get out of a higher level economic alliance. I mean, we've seen the bonuses on the page, but it might be worth picking up. A research alliance actually would also be really good. I'll do that. Just because of the bonus Eurekas and stuff. Our science output is not good. Our everything output's kind of not great. Alright, in 7 turns, we'll have our other title. We can purchase a bunch of apostles and really get to work here. Barbarians are being tremendously annoying. Huh. Some Norwegian warrior monks hanging out on this island, I assume, training? I don't want to start repairing stuff in the harbor district until this guy goes away. Which he will do. Now that he's run out of stuff to do over here, I think he will back off.
Listen, strange.
Interesting that Norway has no interest in attacking him, though. This is kind of what I was talking about. The AI just doesn't... AI civilizations don't care about barbarians. And it kind of seems like barbarians don't care about AI civilizations. Like, I never witnessed them being as aggressive on the AI as they're being on me. Alright, here's what we actually want. Reformed Church. And we want this... I'm not 100% sure we do want monarchy. I guess it'll give us more influence points over the turns that we have it in between here. And flipping to a new government is worth era score, I guess. But we have one less yellow slot. Yeah, it's worth era score, and I think it will, being this for some amount of turns before we swap to Theocracy, rather, will give us the option of using the Monarchy Legacy bonus card. I think. Alright, so we lost some gold per turn. I think we'll live. +1 amenity for cities with a garrison unit. Ancient and classical era naval units are not really my concern. We need this for better naval units. Boy. Conscription technically does something. I think technically does something is the gold standard we're looking for here. We might eventually build walls. So you have to research them first. We won't be this government for too long, but I did want to scoop the era score for doing that. Okay, they're finally starting to do the thing. So now that I think this this ship will probably actually get destroyed next turn, let's go ahead and start repairing our harbor. Also, is this Great Admiral a little bit better? Yeah, okay, I'll take this one. 75 gold. We're not going to get a lot of Great Admirals that are super useful. We are going to explore a little bit, though. Great Admirals are fast, and they have good vision. So we'll look around, and then eventually we'll burn them for the 75 gold, once we no longer need the scouting. And also that is, wait a second, hold on. The crew of the Great Admiral from India invent the sailor's yarn. This is our first naval unit. You get era score from your first naval unit. I forgot about that. Are you guys kidding me? What? Why? Why would they attack the Barbarian, get it down to like 5 health, and go, okay, that was enough. We're good now. I mean, I need my own caravels, right? But also I have a lot of other stuff to build. Yeah, good scouting. Good scouting ahead. We've got to get some more, gotta get some more settlers out, too. 16 turns for this workshop. That is not okay. It would take forever to save up for it. Yeah, our production is just, it's weak. It's bad. Not good right now. Well, we gotta fix it. We'll try to run trade routes out of Calcutta until that's finished. Turn around and fight the Barbarian, please. Nope, they're just leaving.
The purpose of education.
I don't want to have to make my own military units. That sounds terrible. Now, let's see what's out here in the dark. What's out here is a Leventon caravel. Huh. There must be land right here for there to be a shallow water tile out this far. Well, we can't build a new trader because now we've lost that trade route slot. Honestly, quadrireme would probably be enough to get the job done. So would an archer. Yeah, alright. That thing has a lot more combat strength than an archer, but it also has very little health. You know what we need is mass production. When I see you guys to come back, are you actually going to help this time? We have in fact discovered a tribal village. Oh wait. There might be another land tile here. The shallow water is extending out pretty far. We could make a little fishing village over here. You know, at this point, I'm just going to auto-explore this guy. We don't need to manual him around. We just need vision. The guys in the water I'm still going to manually explore with because as a player, you are much better at noticing where interesting stuff could be and moving to it than the AI is. I don't know why. It doesn't seem like it should be a difficult problem, but that's... Plus 92 health. He got 92 health. He got a full heal. from pillaging our fishing boats. Alright, I'm going to bring our archer back to the mainland, and we're going to shoot at this thing feebly, angrily. We're going to wait a turn on this until it is dead. Okay, no. Oh, here, there's another little island. Okay, well that was worth knowing about. Just far enough away that a city founded here will not be able to get those bananas. Okay. What is he even doing? Why does he keep running a bunch of caravels over here and then moving them away, and then running them back over and then moving them away? I'd be less frustrated by his stuff if he wasn't, like, doing things that don't make any sense for him either. Alright, so now we get our free builder. We're actually going to have this free builder come over here. Build those fishing boats. We finally get this, and now we have our full strength apostles. Now it is time to start buying a lot of religious units. It is also time. Right, can't build a ship. Don't have a functional harbor. New city probably needs an aqueduct, honestly, but I'm going to start working on this right away. It'll be a long time before that completes, but we'll get there. Oh, and we got a little bit of era score for settling so close to the well-known Zulu city of Lisbon. Alright, so our goal is to crack this open a little bit, right? We need to continue to establish the presence of turtles. Because these cities are built so close together, if we can make progress, it's likely to hold. If we convert this band of cities, the pressure from behind them will probably keep them, and we can keep pushing the vanguard forward as long as we're smart about it. Alright, I think this is probably where we're going to call it for today. We finally are in a position to start making apostles and stuff, so that's what we're going to do. Next episode is going to be spread religion machine in full effect. We've got our mosques, we've got our extra promotions. I have an okay feeling about it. We're going to have to actually kill all of the barbarians everywhere on the planet in order for us to ever be safe, apparently, because nobody else will deal with them. So that's going to be it for us for today. Come back next time. We're finally spreading our religion, and also we're probably killing some people. And we'll see you then.